Hi Taurus, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-July 2023 love reading. Thank you to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the Bridge and the Gap spread. And the way it works is a look at the past, present, and future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight, and that's where the Bridge and the Gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as the energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that away, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Seven of Cups. So this is a Scorpio energy here, so it could just be saying in the past you might have had a lot of options available to you, but there really might have been one person that stuck out in your mind. And given that this reading's meant to be about your main love interest, that will most likely be this person. But yeah, that looks like you had a lot of options in the past, but weren't necessarily sure which way to go. Alright, in the past position on their side, we have the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. So seeing this, actually what it could be pointing to could just be saying that maybe initially this person might have put in a lot of effort to get your attention, right, to get to know you, and then once they felt like things were going well between the two of you, then all of a sudden they might have seemed to turn a little bit cold on you. So maybe that was what the confusion was, right? So you guys might have already had a parting of the ways, and you still found yourself thinking about this person. But yeah, that's really what I'm getting there, where it looks like there might have been a shift in energy, where initially they might have been a lot more open, forthcoming, trying to get to know you, and then all of a sudden just seemed to turn a little bit more closed off and detached. All right, present energy on your side, we have the Six of Cups. So this is another Scorpio energy here, which is your house of relationships, and usually points to reconciliation. And this does remind me of the fact that we'll have the Venus retrograde energy coming up real soon, so that could be primarily what's fueling this. But seeing the Four Cups on that side, it looks like this represents some time spent apart, not necessarily being happy with what was on offer, right? Kind of like what we see with the Seven of Cups there, and then we see the two people with the other two cups. So they definitely represent you guys reuniting in the present. Right. Present energy on their side, we have Justice. So more Libra energy here. So yeah, it could come across as still a little bit closed off with you, but I feel like the main thing with this person is they're very much focused on equal give and take, right? Which of course that's definitely a overall goal you want in a relationship, but I feel like they just might take it to the extreme, right? So just it's going to sound like a goofy example, but it gets the point across. So like, let's say they complimented you yesterday and you didn't compliment them back. So today they might want to compliment you again, but they're thinking to themselves, oh, well, I complimented them last time. They didn't compliment me yet, so I'm not going to say it again until they compliment me. So where they're really, really only making sure to give exactly the right amount and not any more. So that could be what the problem is there. All right, in the near future position, we have Transformation. So this is the equivalent of the Death card in traditional tarot, which is yet again more Scorpio energy. So definitely a focus on relationships for sure with the energies on your side. But to me, this could represent that maybe this is just an on again, off again dynamic that you guys have. And you might come to that realization too, that okay, yeah, we go through these periods where the attraction's there, and then maybe we split apart for a while, then we want to get back together, right? So you might come to that realization and want to put an end to that cycle. Now, for some of you, this could also just be saying that there is a chance that you guys could repeat this cycle again somewhere down the line, but it looks like there will be another separation coming with the two of you. But yeah, this definitely looks like Venus retrograde energy overall on your side. All right, and future energy on their side, we have the Empress. So yeah, this is definitely more receptive energy. So I feel like this is just them, again, feeling like for whatever reason that they're feeling like the ball's in your court, right? They feel like, okay, I've put in effort up to this point. Now I want you to show effort toward me, right? So I mean, it's going to vary from person to person. So maybe for some of you, it's true that maybe you haven't put in the level of effort that they did, and they might feel a little bit justified in feeling that way. And then for others of you, that's probably not the case, right? Where they just feel like, oh no, it has to be exactly balanced 24/7. So that's what I see with that either way, though. All right. Bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Eight of Staves. So Sagittarius energy here could represent a lot of communication for sure, especially we see the birds there, which could represent communication, but a lot of communication and probably a lot of passionate communication too. So at the very least, it looks like the physical attraction is going to remain strong between the two of you. But yeah, it looks like you guys might actually be the ones who are more willing to start with the communication this time. All right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Six of Cups. So interesting, you guys have it in the present, and then they have it at the bottom of the deck on their side. But yeah, could just be one of those things where it doesn't even from their book, it doesn't even necessarily need to be strictly romantic attention, right? So, oh, okay, well, if I'm not getting the type of attention I want from Taurus, I'll just go hang out with my friends, right? So it could just be one of those things where they just have a certain need for attention, and if it's not fulfilled, they're not afraid to go seek it elsewhere. All right, moving on to your oracle cards. First, we'll see what we get from the messages of oracle cards deck here. Just looking for a single card from this deck. All right, and we got two there. And next we'll see what we get from the Wisdom Oracle deck. So the goal is going to be to just grab one card. I was going to be with this one, but yeah, we'll create a card from here and then we'll wrap the reading up with those messages. All right, and got one there. So let's take a look at those messages of cards first as I make a mess. But all right. So first we have obstacles. There it goes. It says unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. So yeah, like I said, it just seems like for this person, at the very least, it's just one of those things where, like I said, it seems like they're, I don't even want to necessarily call it transactional, but they're very much like, okay, everything has to be equal at all times, or I'm not going to give any more than this person gave to me, things along those lines. And obviously, like we said, there's going to be times where that just happens in the natural flow of a relationship, but for them to feel like it constantly has to be that way, could be a little draining. And let's see. All right, we have fate. It says this is a destined partnership. So yeah, I mean that makes sense as far as the theft card. To me definitely looks like a karmic type of dynamic, and like I said, given the fact that these energies seem to be coming up right around the Venus retrograde too, right, could at the very least show that you guys have things to learn from each other within this connection. All right, and we have from the Wisdom Oracle, co-create. There's the artwork, and the number is 40. So we'll see what that has to say. And what's interesting to me there is we see very different types of animals, right? So that could be part of what it is, where you feel like your approaches is so different that it's just causing this disconnect in the energy between the two of you. All right, the relationship message says connections of the heart serve to inspire you, opening you up to new ideas you never would have come to on your own. You are looking in a mirror held up by this experience and seeing yourself in an unexpected way. Who is this extraordinary being looking back at you? You are going to be happy that you kept the art open. Your love is a unique work of art now, the very embodiment of beauty. So yeah, interesting message there. I can't say that I see that resonating with the main spread overall, but I feel like that could be more of a message for this person, right? Where, like I said, they might just get so stuck in their head about, oh no, I complimented them last time, they didn't compliment me yet, so now I'm gonna block myself off from complimenting them again, right? Like I said, kind of a goofy example, but that's just kind of the feel I get from them, that they're so exact with everything, and then that could obviously take away from the energy of the connection. So hopefully that resonates with you guys. Wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.